Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Her body.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message.
Huh?
Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You admitted to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure,
And
thanks.
that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end
As
everything.
soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're
Didn't
the worst.
do it.
I hope you
Oh, wow.
That's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, we don't.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
The door. So what is it Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What would he have to do after writing the message? It doesn't make sense.
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf.
Yep.
Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Very true.
He's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf.
Exactly.
In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
Oh, it's not Ioi, is
I don't
it?
think there's any question about that.
Please tell me it's not Ioi. Why would she kill her friend?
Who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Someone who wouldn't have liked it been written, there's only one choice.
My God!
Toko.
It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
That's a good point.
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hero just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
You thought you did.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
Yep.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
Yep.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one
He's too
more
big of a
time
dumbass to
when you
actually have
attacked
plotted that
Sakura.
whole case. He's shown that the whole time.
But okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. He's too big of a dum-dum to plan that out. Somebody else planned it out. I just hope it isn't Ioi. In summary, status of Sakura's in the yellow powder. Okay.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf
I
nearby.
think I know what it is.
And I hit Ogre from behind before
did
she
that.
could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
No,
She was hit twice. She had 2 wounds.
if Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
He's a smart asshole.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head?
Toko did it.
She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
Toko
It's
had to have
not
done it.
just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles.
One's missing.
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used.
Yep. Took me a while, but I got it.
After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
No.
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy.
Chess pieces.
If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
They all had a different chess piece. The correlation between the Monokuma bottles, I feel like I'm starting to become clear. The connection must be, it's the object the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. It's the chess piece. I know what it is. Yeah, I understand.
That's it! The chess pieces! Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was
The knight.
the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
There's no queen.
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Means there's no queen.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So,
Dumbass.
say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
It was broken. It was excited. It was
The
excited.
bottle must have been broken,
What makes you so sure?
because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
The weight.
What is this
Oh.
evidence?
The weight. It wasn't just a single broken bottle. And the evidence that proves that is Kyoko and I figured it out before.
I got it!
It was the experiment.
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is
There was 2.
there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this,
Getting
we
caught,
can
Toko.
surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by some bowling aficionados.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Oh.
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait, I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but